Hi. Um, so I've made a few videos now. I haven't promoted it or I'm not really trying to get YouTube famous or anything. So I'm mostly just doing this for fun. Um, I'm using my shitty laptop camera webcam. And basically, I don't know, I just want to rant right now in this video. I just want to talk. Um, I've made a few videos. My first video was on drop shipping. My second video was on just Andrew Yang. I'm basically all over the place. I don't really have a theme with this channel. I'm just sort of posting whatever I like or whatever is on my mind or whatever I feel like. Um, yeah, I don't know what to talk about, honestly. There's like so many really good channels. I'm like in a lot of YouTube communities just because I'm really curious. Like, even if I don't think I'll like a video, I'll watch it just because I want to know what's going on. And I want to read the comments and see, like, what's so great about this community. So I'm in the mukbang community. I'm like in kind of in the beauty community, not so much anymore. I used to watch more videos, but now it seems too dramatic for my taste. Um, I am, what else? Like, in the self-help community, like, just everything, like all over the place. Yeah, I don't really have a theme. I also like watching dropshipping videos. I like watching like e-commerce videos, like anything that can basically teach me anything about e-commerce, like startup videos. So, yeah. And I used to be super into talking about feelings, like when I just like ranting and talking about feelings basically. But now I just don't know. I feel like I'm just like dead inside. Like I don't know. I just don't want to do that. I also don't even feel like motivated to do that. Like I don't even feel like I want to talk about how I feel. Um, but there are a lot of videos on here. Like let me just look at my history real quick just to show you. This is just a me rambling video without any clear direction. I just want to like figure out like what kind of channel do I want. Yeah, so I watch a lot of Andrew Yang videos. Jay Alvarez, I love his like cinematography. He's like really good at just like getting crazy travel shots. A lot of politics. Oh yeah, my mukbang, Kate Yup. So I am into the YouTube dramas. The YouTube drama, I am into it. Like I know what's going on. I just like to keep up to date. Even if I think it's absolutely ridiculous, like most of YouTube drama is absolutely ridiculous. It's basically high school, but it's good to keep up to date and to know like what people are into these days. Yeah, so Rick and Morty, I watched that. I love cats. I have two cats. So that's what, you know, there you go. That's why I was looking that up. This just came on my feed and it was kind of boring. I'm not really a fan of James Charles, but he's so popular, it's good to know, like, at least keep up to date with him. Yeah. I love TLC. I'm obsessed with TLC. I think it's so hilarious how ridiculous their shows are. I mean, not ridiculous, but it's just like they're obviously exploiting these people for views, and it works. I'm entertained. I'm hooked. I want to know about 600 Pound Life. Like, I want to know. So it's my guilty pleasure. Rich Lux, yeah, he is. So Rich Lux, I used to love his videos. I still think he's hilarious. I think he's a really genuine, hilarious guy, and he puts out. He's just a good. He has a really good sense of humor. I love his sayings. He has a lot of quotes, a lot of sayings that are hilarious. But I don't know. He jokes about being biased. If you know Rich Lux, he's now friends with all the big YouTubers. Now he's poppin'. Now he's friends with Jeffree Star and all those big YouTubers, and it has made him biased. It really has. And I liked him before because of his unbiased content, and he can joke about it all he wants. He's biased to house, biased to house. That's all he talks about. But he's biased, and it's hard for me to really listen to him now because I like hearing unbiased perspectives. But now everything he puts out is just like pro Jeffree Star, and I'm not about that. I'd rather just hear the news, the drama news for what it is, not what he thinks it is. The Good Place is a really good show. I love The Good Place. Nicolette Gray is entertaining. Yeah, K-pop. Like I said, I'm up to date with the dramas, so I know what the Ace Family drama is. It's like my weird guilty pleasure. I'm just showing you my history. How embarrassing. Yeah, I don't understand why people like Tana. Like, I just don't think I just don't understand what's so likable about her. I feel like this video has just turned into just like me talking about my interests, but yeah, I'm basically trying to figure out like what kind of content I want to put out. I don't even know. Like, I'm just showing you like these are all my interests. I have so many random interests. I don't think Tana's interesting. I don't think she's entertaining. I don't understand like why people I don't understand why she has fans. Like, I guess I get it. Like, she's self-deprecating, like kind of funny. She's self-aware, but still, I just can't really say I'm a fan of hers. I love the Hollywood Fix. Yeah, so it's definitely like a really eclectic mix of stuff that I watch. More Rich Lux. So I really like this girl. I stumbled upon her page, how I figured out what to do with my life. I like that I don't know, I just like her story. So I went on her page and she has a lot of self-help kind of videos, and I like that. Like, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, should I do more like self-help videos, or like then I thought like, am I really that interesting, or have I figured out anything in my life? Honestly, no. I'm like a hot mess. I'm not really in a position to give out advice of any kind. So, yeah, I don't know. It sounds inspiring and it sounds fun, but I don't know how I would actually like. Am I qualified? I don't know if I'm qualified to give out advice. Period. Um, Freaking love Rihanna's whole like fashion. She basically reinvented fashion shows. If you haven't watched her newest fashion show, so what is happening now is Victoria's Secret is not doing a show this year because their sales are down. They've got a lot of backlash with the whole thing with them like not really being inclusive, and like them just they randomly just got a random trans model this year just to say they're inclusive, but still, if you look at their image, it's like skinny white girls, like super skinny white girls that look like models, and the reality is people are not about that life anymore. They come in different shapes and sizes. They don't want to be told that, they're not good enough, that they have to look like this in order to be good enough. And that is why I love Rihanna's SavageXFenty, the whole theme behind it. It's all about inclusivity. Like, it's all about like power and like empowerment, and just like I love that she really is like actually so inclusive. Like, every skin color, like every ethnicity, every like body shape, body type, like she really goes the extra mile, and she does it in a really cool way that makes you like want to support it. Not in a cheesy way at all. Like, she does it with class. Like, Rihanna is definitely killing the game. Like, her whole brand, it's definitely going to be the new Victoria's Secret. Like, how can you go back to Victoria's Secret after you become woke just from looking at Rihanna's brand? Like, I'm sorry, I don't know how Victoria's Secret, they basically have to rebrand their whole life, like their whole company. They just have to. There's no way they can continue doing what they've been doing for the past X amount of years. Like, the market is changing. People are not about that skinny white girl life. Like, people are woke nowadays, basically, is what I'm trying to say. which is awesome. I love it. I love that people are woke now. Even when I was growing up, like I'm like in my late 20s, when I was growing up, people were still not that woke, and I definitely still received a lot of racism from where I was from, like from my teachers. Like I felt the racism for sure. So I'm glad things are changing. I love Trevor Noah. Okay. I like watching drama alert videos because it keeps me like up to date with like what's happening in the YouTube community. But I honestly don't really like Keemstar. I used to like him, but then the more I got to know him, the more I see that he's a kind of an egotistical guy. I love this girl. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Paget? Kagi? Paget Kagi? Yeah, she's great. Like she actually inspired me to do my injury in video. I've been watching her, and I mean, if she can do it, why can't I? Like she really is just out there hustling for Andrew Yang, and I want to be a part of it. She has inspired me, and honestly, I've never campaigned for any other candidate in my whole life. Like I always like just never thought anyone was really that captivating until I heard Andrew Yang speak. Okay, so the BTS thing, I'm late to the game. I just wanted to understand why everyone is so obsessed with BTS. I just didn't understand why. Because I know K-pop has been around for a really long time now. So I'm like, why is it now just blowing up? Like, what's so great about BTS that they're greater than every other K-pop boy group that makes them, like, why are they the ones to be mainstream versus every other K-pop boy group that has come before them? So I was just curious, and I went into like a whole BTS like binge for the past 2 days, just because I just wanted to know. I wanted to understand why people were so into them, and I don't fully understand it yet. Still, I think there's a lot to their fandom. There's definitely lots to the fandom, and I have a good idea of why people like them. I mean, first of all, their music is good. I mean, it's not like the best music in the world. It's just pop music, but people are saying that they have like really good lyrics, and I haven't really looked into their lyrics yet. So far I like the music, but I still think it's kind of generic. So maybe if I just look into the lyrics, I'll begin to understand the hype. But for now, I don't fully understand the hype. I mean, at least I like their music, I could say. At the very least, it's I could say that it's good. If their music was really that bad and that many people are about them, like, and I mean, if that was really the case, I would really just be shocked. Like, am I that old that I just don't understand what people like nowadays? Like, that's what I would think. But they actually have good music. It's pretty, it's like pretty generic, but it's good. And they seem like good boys. Like, I saw like parts of their UN speech. So, mm, like, I can kind of see why people are about them. So this is what I mean by like me going into just like having so many interests. I just don't know what to talk about because I just like everything. And all these things are like in different categories, like BTS, like K-pop, that's totally different from like YouTube drama, which is totally different from Andrew Yang, which is totally different from e-commerce videos. So, oh, and another thing. Okay, you can see my going through my BTS binge. Another thing is I love watching like videos about the universe. I love watching like space videos. So you'll see now that a lot of animals and a lot of space videos, like learning about the infinite universe, consciousness, like things like that. Like I just love learning about like our origins because we are truly a species with amnesia. Like we even forget what happened in the previous generation. So yeah, this is something I'm very curious to learn about. Like, just why the hell are we here? Like, thinking about it from a bigger picture, like thinking about us, me, outside of the rat race. I just want to understand what the hell am I here for? Like, I don't know. That's how I've been thinking lately. And because I'm able to see it from this perspective, it's made me weirder. Like, I just really just don't want to conform. Not that I'm like trying to be a rebel or anything, but I just want to like take it slow and just try to really understand the world from a larger perspective, from a bird's eye view, maybe I'll never understand it. Similar to how an ant can never understand more than what they currently understand because they're just not mentally capable. I'm sure similarly, we just don't have that mental capacity. I mean, there's no way we could ever see the fourth dimension. We can never truly experience it because we're three-dimensional beings. But there's definitely more dimensions out there. So it's just like, I just want to understand why and like how, I just want to understand the universe. Like I'm very curious about that. I'm very curious about that, and I know that we'll never understand it, but that's like my ultimate life goal, I think, just to like, why the hell do I exist? Like, why is anything? Why is the universe? How is the universe? Well, you know, like, so I watch videos and I read about that a lot, and yeah, it's super interesting. That's another one of the things that I really like to learn about. And yeah, as you can see, this is my whole BTS binge. I'm still like, I I completely binge on BTS for like 2 days, basically. This video is getting really long, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. It's basically me ranting and just like not knowing what I'm gonna like what kind of channel I want, but now that you know, you've seen my YouTube history, so you kind of have an idea of what I'm interested in, which is a lot of random things, so many things. I don't have like one interest. So you are the viewer. Let me know, like, what do you want me to talk about? I'll talk about it next. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know who's even going to be watching this aside from me. I'm going to rewatch this and cringe at how embarrassing I am. But yeah, basically just ranted for I don't know how long. If you actually watch this entire thing, I'll be shocked. Let me know in the comments. Whoever is out there watching like random ass YouTube video, if you watched this whole thing, let me know. I'll be extremely shook to the core. Um, I'll try to get a bit better camera as well, not use my crappy webcam. Yeah, that's basically it. I think I'm gonna close this out right now. Yeah, feel free to comment if anyone is out there watching this, like anyone. I'd be extremely surprised. I would love to hear from you. Okay, that's all.